right, we had a lot of success in Dallas. And Jerry was infatuated by what we did. You think Rodgers is actually taking a shot at Mike McCarthy?
Where you get that from? I know it's just a question, but how we even get to the place of that's a question? No, I don't think he's taking a shot. First of all, he's watching our show because I said those exact same things a couple of days ago about Mike McCarthy. I think that really had an impact on Jerry Jones watching a team that he assessed as less talented than his, then came to Dallas several times and beat his Dallas Cowboys, including winning the Super Bowl championship in Jerry's world. So I think Aaron Rodgers is just being a person who's stating the facts here. And as he's saying it as a matter of fact, I don't see anything about this that shows that he's trying to be sly or take a shot. They had tremendous success. 8 straight postseason appearances, 5 division titles, 3 NFC championship appearances, and won a Super Bowl together, but they broke up. And you know this as being the king of the breakup. Ask you right then when it happened. There's nothing but bad to talk about. But let those emotions subside. Give it a little time. Something kept y'all together that long, and that's what he's trying to allude to.
If my ex went on and found a new man and I wanted to compliment her, I'd be like, oh, man, he got a hell of a catch there. I would say, oh, we had some good times together. We did some great things. I could see why he would look at what we did and think, that guy's responsible.
And that's not the proper response always. That's why you're single still. One. But two, you know what? You got to talk about, you got to prop them up and also be realistic and state the facts. What I loved about it is he actually talked about what he knew, which is what we did was tremendous. Hopefully he can do it over there.
He has a tad bit of dry humor, sarcasm, and I think he was being sarcastic, but I do not think he was throwing shade. Honestly, we talked about the whole nepotism deal and, relationships and all kinds of different ways things can happen. Same people you see going up or the same people you could see going down. Aaron Rodgers isn't a spring chicken, right? So why not say we? That's keeping your pieces in the right places on the board if you're playing chess, not checkers, right? So in reality, why not give that man his props?
Dap him up.
Right? You may need a quarterback in, say, 2-3 years
and that's why I can say,
my caliber.
Oh, wow, Dallas got a great coach. Mike was tremendous. What a great decision by Dallas. When you start talking about we instead of Mike, we didn't get the job. Mike did.
Truth. But if he's taking ownership over Mike's success, which that's what it sounds like here, then they did it together. Because Mike could sit there and easily say, we are the reason why the Green Bay Packers are a high seed with a bye week going into the playoffs this year. I mean,
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, you're onto something there.
Yeah, he is. He got me thinking over here. I'm next.
Yeah, but the thing is Mike McCarthy's success is absolutely a function of not only environment in Green Bay, because in Green Bay, Mike had full autonomy over the team. Ted Thompson would bring in the guys, and he wouldn't at all give any input on who to play, when to play him, no matter how much you paid him in free agency, no matter how high they were drafted. And that was liberating for Mike. And then, obviously, they had some good players.
Oh, yeah.
I was one of them. Okay, guys? So the bottom line is...
You up here right now,
is that for Aaron to include himself in the
we throwing shade at Coach.
That's what he did. We caught that.
Just throwing shade.
No, the reality is Mike's a good coach. But a lot of his success was a full-on collective effort of the organization, the players. And so for Aaron to include himself into that and say, yeah, we, is absolutely correct. And that's why I'm going to tell you right now, McCarthy's going to struggle in Dallas because he's never dealt with an owner that's always looking over his shoulder. He's never dealt with a situation where all of a sudden the owner pays a guy like Ezekiel Elliott. What are you paying, $50 million guaranteed? What if all of a sudden McCarthy's like, hey,
y'all
man.
never had an Ezekiel Elliott.
Well,
and y'all never even had free agents.
You got Amon Green.
Y'all never had
Amon Green.
Amon Green had that helmet.
Amon Green's pretty damn good.
You had Armand. He had him at the end. He didn't have him in the beginning.
But I'm just going to say, if all of a sudden he's not playing Ezekiel, I guarantee you Jerry's going to get on the phone and say, hey, Mike, what the heck you doing?
But Mike had to deal with a different dynamic in Green Bay where Ted said, look, I went out there shopping. You just got to cook this up.
No.
And that's different because Ted Thompson, y'all didn't even get free agents. You couldn't
We got free agents.
Big-time free agents.
Charles Woodson.
He didn't have any options at that time. Don't do that to Woodsy. I love my boy, but he didn't have options. It wasn't the same. Keep going.
Yeah, they got Reggie White.
We were trying to get LaVar Arrington.
What year are you talking about?
We were trying. And I almost
tried. That's my point. Don't do that.
He didn't answer the question. Is he taking a little shot at McCarthy with his
He's not taking a shot at him. He's just being honest and just saying, yeah, I mean, McCarthy's a good like I am. McCarthy's a good coach, but there was more to it than just his coaching process.
That's a shot.
That's not it. No,
that's a shot,
LaVar,
Brady.
No.
You do know
So
that's
you're
taking
tell me
a
that
shot.
every single
He ain't taking a shot at his coach. He's taking a
What
shot.
he just said.
team-
Say what you just said again.
Well, hold on. Every successful team you're telling me
you don't want
is a
to-
function of
say
that
it again.
coach. Is that what you're saying?
Say what you just said again.
I said that our success with the Green Bay Packers just wasn't all because Mike was a heck of a coach.
That's a shot.
It's part of
That's a shot.
That's taking a shot.
Aaron didn't do
That's
that.
taking a shot.
You
He
did do it.
He
Hold
just
on.
said
I'm
it
going
by
to tell you what
saying
Aaron
we.
did.
Let's take a
I'm going to
shot.
tell you what Aaron did. The reason why he said we, you got to remember, some of the other comments were, I thought Mike was going to take a role where he had
A
GM responsibilities.
Thank you.
So here's the thing.
Bring
The
me
reason
in.
why he's saying we
Bring me
is because
in.
he doesn't think that situation is good for his coach, who he thinks is a damn good coach. Damn good coach going to a bad situation. I'm going to say we did a great thing because when that goes wrong in my projection, I don't want y'all to think I gave him support fully because I knew that situation wasn't good for him. So that's a shot at
So hold on.
Jerry.
You
or
just
Josh.
said
Sure.
he didn't support him fully. I don't want to say something that says I support that decision fully.
Because that's not outside of Aaron Rodgers' hands. He can't control that situation. Jerry undermined what Mike McCarthy can do. Great coach. But he may not be in the right situation, may not get the great results. I don't want that coming back on me.
But
saying
he
that I
didn't
saw
have
that.
to have enough of a quote for you to be able to extrapolate that much from it. He did not have to say that much. So if you were able to pull that from what he said,
I just combined two
then
quotes.
he's throwing shade.
That's
to
not
me,
shade.
To me, I don't think
And Mike
he's throwing
McCarthy, did y'all understand what I
Yes,
just said?
I
He
did.
said, I love this dude.
Yes.
You ain't who you think you are, Cowboys. Guess what? This great thing is going to go to that
He
situation.
never
may not be
said,
that.
I love this dude. He said,
We right.
had a lot of
He's
success
show-
down there.
Right. And he's saying when it's not a we thing, that thing is different. But I believe in him and
To me, the way I interpret it is if there is no we, there is no success. And so if it ain't me and Mike, what did you really see down in Dallas?
But why does that have to
Stop
be?
that.
Why is that shade, though? Why can't that just be, you may need my services at some point in time? I was thinking he may be a GM. What is a GM going to do?
Will you say that?
Seek talent. Okay, well, if you end up being somewhere being a GM and I need a job at some point in time, I gave you a vote of confidence here.
Come on.
You may want to bring me in.
Come on.
Why is that beyond
lobbying for his next position?
Nah, he ain't
can
doing
stand
that.
on his own
You
2
know,
feet.
you don't have to lobby.
More than the number of
No,
seats
let's
up
not
there.
be
playing the game
let's
the
not
right
be
way.
stubborn up
That's
here.
not lobbying.
This is good. Let's bring it home.
That's being smart.
Let's bring it home. The relationship. The reason why you broke up with her and you still saying we had a great thing because you thought she was an amazing woman. You don't believe in the dude she's with, so you're not going to talk about what she is to that situation. You just going to talk about how great it was between you. That's what he's doing right now because of
if
the
that's
Cowboys
the case,
situation.
you ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh,
if
you
I don't
gotta
like
say
the
something.
dude, if I don't like the dude my ex is with, I'm not saying nothing.
Gotta say something or that's
I'm
shade.
not giving
Say
them.
nothing
I'm
is
not
shade.
giving them the opportunity to
easiest-
feel good about me
easiest
addressing
thing
them.
to say,
Right?
the easiest
Come on,
thing
man.
to say is Mike, when he was here,
Good luck.
proved to be one of the greatest coaches in the NFL, and Dallas has landed him. I think it's going to be tremendous.
Why say that if you don't believe
but it
it?
wasn't-
shot him a text.
it wasn't what it was.
He
I wish
doesn't
him
believe
all
it.
luck.
You're right.
And I
He
didn't believe it
doesn't.
either.
But he doesn't believe it because of it, not because of him.
I
not
played
because
there.
of Mike, because of
Guys, I
Dallas.
played there.
Here you go.
Hey, listen,
hold on.
listen,
Stop,
listen.
stop,
We,
stop.
amongst players, knew that Mike was a good head coach. But there's no way in this world we ever sat there going, man, this guy is
And that's throwing
legendary.
shade.
And it's not shade.
All
it's
he
just
had to do was
reality.
say, "I'm happy for him." He
We're
sent me a
acknowledging
text.
there's
I
more
sent
to it
him
than
a
just
text.
coach.
LaVar, take the blinders off.
Yeah.
The man just explained
He played for
exactly
him. I'm
what
gonna get out
Aaron
of that.
Rodgers thinks.
I'm out of that.
And
LaVar,
it's-
you
and
didn't
you're
play for
right.
him.
I did
He's
not.
It's
So
shade.
let him go.
Aaron Rodgers.
You just said it wasn't shade.
But I don't
It
believe
is.
it's shade. I don't
But
believe
it
it's
is shade.
It's just calling it as it
He
is.
said
It's
it as it
okay.
is.
Who has the blinders
it's
on?
okay
Whit?
to acknowledge
He just
there's
said it
more to
isn't
the
shade.
success of a team than the head coach. It's okay.
He just said,
It's okay.
Dallas, y'all hired a good coach. If you wanted a great one, you should have brought me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.